Welcome back, my friends. Today's deck list is coming with a little bit of a PSA. Don't try this at home. We are going to be playing with some Electrocution. Electro is one of the many energy cheat cards in the game, but it's perhaps the most challenging to be able to use. He has both an on-reveal and an ongoing ability. On reveal, +1 max energy. Ongoing, you can only play one card a turn. So Sandman will hit both players with only being able to play one card per turn. Electro is only chaining the person who has Electro on their side of the board. And I'm saying it that way specifically because the Electrocution combo is to play Electro and then use Viper to be able to kick the ongoing effect over to our opponent. So if we're able to pull this combo off, we will have +1 max energy, able to jump the energy curve, and the opponent is going to be chained down by only being able to play a single card a turn. Our goal is to be able to put this combo together by turn 4, and then we have the rest of the game to play some dramatic catch-up, which, with the extra energy that Electro is providing, should be possible for us to do. We are playing Magik to be able to get that turn 7, give us extra time to catch up if we need it. We may not, but I still like to be able to have her. And then her power friend Sera, the Sera Magik combo is absolutely fantastic. If we're not able to get Electro off, we can still get a powerful energy cheat out there, or we can layer them for some really wild combos. And if we are layering them, then Sunspot in any effect with Electro is very important to be able to mop up the extra energy. It means that if you're not able to spend all the energy, if you are chained to only playing a single card, then Sunspot is able to make up the difference. If we're able to combo Electro and Sera and even push Electro away, then our cards are going to be very cheap. We're going to have a lot of max energy. Sunspot can get enormous, absolutely enormous in this deck. We also have Psylocke, yet another energy cheat. So basically the only energy cheat that we are missing is Wave. We're bringing Psylocke because, as a fun little trick, we could try and play Psylocke on 3, and then we can combo both Electro and Viper on the same turn to be able to lock up our opponent while we've made other plays on the board and hopefully not lost as much tempo in the early game as you will lose if you play Electro on curve at 3 and then Viper on 4. I see those cards as the core of the deck, and then the rest of the pieces here fall into different modules. We have our catch-up big plays module, which is Wong plus Leader and Dr. Doom. We're able to get enormous bursts of power by playing these cards to Wong's location. They're very expensive, but because of all of our energy cheats, we can very realistically expect to play both of them. They also are very board expensive. They take a lot of space on board to be able to make their comeback mechanics effective, but because we have Viper clearing out the board, Killmonger potentially clearing out the board, I don't expect to have a lot of clutter on our side into the later terms, and there should be room for them to work to their maximum efficiency. Then we get into a little bit of a web. Because I'm playing Viper, I want Viper to have another target besides only Electro. So we're playing the Hood, which is fantastic to be able to lay down the Hood, kick the -2 over to the opponent, and then you're left with a 1/6 demon. Absolutely brilliant. I also am playing Killmonger because if I'm playing the Hood, then I want to have another way to get rid of him besides only Viper, so Killmonger is here to be able to pop the low strength Hood and also get a little bit of control over the opponent. We just need to be careful that we're not popping our own Sunspot, and that if we play the Demon, obviously we don't want to be playing our Killmonger at that time. Finally, we have Leech, who there's a good argument that he should just be Iron Man in this deck, but I think it's hilarious to play him on turn 4 and brick the opponent's hand. It's very intangible how much impact he has on your games, because oftentimes if the opponent's cards are bricked, they're not going to play them at all. So you don't see how much of their combo you were able to break up with the Leech. I think that is quite good, mostly based on my experience of every time that I get leeched, I almost just want to concede right then because of how much he breaks my decks. So we're running him and we're hoping through our energy cheats to be able to play him out a little bit early and make him that much more impactful. Before we jump into our battles, I should let you guys know that we experiment with different versions of the deck list a little bit, and so you can check the timestamps if you want to see our time updating it and then the improved list by the end of the video. Let's get into some matches here. I've got the deck list above. If you're missing any cards, you can leave comments down below and we can talk substitutions. I'm especially interested if you guys think of a better catch-up mechanic for the deck than Wong, Leader, Dr. Doom, Leech, these big cards. I don't know if they are quite getting us to where we want to be, but I am enjoying using them. They're working in a number of different situations. Let's see how well we do here. LJB, opponent that I have seen on a ladder many times. We usually get excellent matches. Hell's Kitchen gives us Sunspot. We love it. And then we have Viper, Psylocke. We can cheat up to get Wong. I would love to see Electro come in. They're playing the Hood. Probably playing a Death Wave deck or some variant thereof. Let's see, do we want to jump up to Wong? Probably not. We'll just hold. Let Sunspot mop up all of this extra energy. All of this extra energy in that 2 energy will bring him up to a 3 strength. But then we can play Psylocke and jump to either Sera or Leech. I like this. And we even get a little bit more extra energy into Sunspot. And there's the Killmonger. Okay, well, they ripped the band-aid off early. Could have let that keep going and going. We're not drawing into Electro or our Hood, which is unfortunate. Do we want the chance Hala? I feel like Sera has to be the answer here, though, for what we want to play. It gives us the opportunity to play both Leader and Doctor Doom, which, if this is a Death Wave deck, will be amazing for us. They have Daredevil, so we can't play Leader now. But we could play Doctor Doom, and then we could hit them with a turn 6 Leader. There's the Electro. Well, it's too late. It's too late for you, my friend. I could also set up Wong to be able to get some more burst, but I think it's just Doctor Doom. Very straightforward card. Daredevil's not going to give them any extra information to be able to react to. I would, if I get Killmonger, I would love to be able to pop their demon. What's the play? Hobgoblin. Okay. A little bit of control-y variant of the deck here. Well, we've fully surrendered the middle location, which is fine. Now we can play Leader. Plus, I mean, why not chance it, right? Send the Hobgoblin back. It's a 50-50. We're losing anyway. If we kick Doctor Doom, no harm, no foul. We found yet another use for Viper. Being able to return Descender from Teddy with love. Have your Hobgoblin back. No, it's a Destroyer. Why? No way. Well, that might be the funniest Leader play I've ever seen. Oh man. How did he think that he was winning? He knew this was like a soul read that I'm playing Leader. Why on earth do you play Destroyer there if I'm not playing Leader? I don't know. We're gonna leave it. We're gonna chalk it up. That was crazy. I think that was legitimately a soul read that I was playing Leader, because he wasn't going to be able to win on left if he popped all his cards. It's only because he thought that I was playing Leader and that he knew that I was going to flip first. Coming into battle again. Sunspot, Leech, Electro. Fantastic. Dream Dimension can potentially mess with the... No, we should be able to get it off. We want to be able to get Electro over to the opponent's side of the board by turn 4. And if we could do it on Yota time, that would be even better. Oh, we hit. We hit. Okay. I would have liked... Hang on. We would like to draw Psylocke to be able to play the two together. And then we can get even more energy mopped up by the Sunspot. Hala. Okay, we don't get it, but we do have Magik. So this is where you play Electro. And the lower power he is, the better. Now, of course, we're going to play a Viper, which is also going to get decreased. But Electro is now going to be a weaker tempo play in favor of the opponent than it would be normally. We play Viper and put another 3 strength onto the Sunspot. Opponent playing Lady Sif. Is this just a normal discard or is this Hela? Let's try and find out. We don't necessarily play. That's a Ghost Rider. And they get the Agatha. Amazing. I don't think that I've played against an Agatha deck, at least not one that was good enough to be able to cheat her out like so. But now, instead of having Agatha play random cards, I'm sorry my friend, but you can only play one card. We have Dream Dimension activating, but we're still able to play right through it. Let's leech their cards. So now you can only play one card, and your entire hand of 5 cards have no abilities. The Jubilee, sure. Pulls out Wave. Fun. Do we want... What do we like? In this, the quote-unquote final turn, are we able to swing things in our favor for a win if we play Leader? Leader would take us up. Now, Electro still zaps us, we get the animation, but the effect is not active. We can play multiple cards if we so choose, but Wave has, again, kind of handicapped us here. We'll be able to go +2. Well, Sunspot also taking us way above. If they play to Jotunheim, we'll be able to get the play to match. I like this. I like this a lot. What are you going to do? You have one card. It's quote-unquote discounted, but so is mine, and then I have Sunspot, making up the extra, and I'm playing Leader to be able to match your play. Chavez. Brilliant. The electrocution worked! Oh, man. That is the perfect draw for us. Perfect draw. Alright guys, we're going to make some deck adaptations here. I just don't feel like the upper end of our deck is able to get us to catch up to the opponents, even if we've spent all our early game turns creating all the energy cheats to be able to let us play multiple of these finisher cards. So Leader is solid. Leader might actually stay. Dr. Doom, the thing is that these are so board space expensive. Also, I don't know if Leech is really the best piece for us. I feel like we can do better if we look at Shang-Chi could be a good piece of control, able to wipe out really big bodies that the opponent is playing down. He also synergizes well with Magik, able to extend the game to a point where you're able to see good targets to be able to utilize him against 2 more cards, hey? Iron Man, yes. And then finally, where is... It's either Giganto, but it's probably Magneto. More flexible. Giganto locks you in too much, too restrictive. Sunspot, Sera, Magneto, our new addition. Looking powerful. The Sanctum Sanctorum is going to make me regret that we dropped Dr. Doom. He was quite useful for being able to get the poker into some of these locations. Sanctum Sanctorum, Death's Domain, pieces like that. We have Viper. I could just play her for the tempo, but we can hold her as well. Wait to see what develops. Maybe we'll be able to draw Electro next, and then we can electrocute the opponent, pushing it off. We get the Hood instead. Well, it would mean that we just get a bunch of rocks, but we can play decent tempo here, pushing the Hood off with Viper, creating the demon, and then for turn 4, we might just play the demon and let Sunspot keep on absorbing the energy, then go into Sera, Magneto as our finishers. They've got Vulture. Now unfortunately, if it's a movement deck that'll be able to move Vulture into Sanctum Sanctorum, they just get that guaranteed win, basically. Play the demon. That's a lot of strength into Limbo. Hulkbuster the Hood. Yeah, I mean, he sees that I have Sunspot the Demon on board. I'm not playing Killmonger, but what if I did? We have turn 7 out of Limbo, so we can go ahead and play Sera on center. There's the Craven. Doctor Strange. Okay, so Doctor Strange is himself the strongest card right now, but then he gets Vulture up. Sure. You flip first. Interesting. I can use Magneto. Okay, so hang on. Are you going to play Heimdall and move the Vulture now, or are you going to wait? Because I can play Magneto to bring him back, and then he'll be so big, I could kill him with Shang-Chi. It's gonna make him even the Magneto pull will make him even stronger if it does move him, which it is going to. Oh gosh. No, because of the ordering. Because of the card order. Interesting. He was not able to move the Vulture. I think we snap then. Hang on, how strong is Kraven? Kraven does get killed here by Shang-Chi. We double up. Easy. Taking care of business. We can't let the movement deck get ahead of us. That's kind of the baseline. The baseline of the entrance to the meta is, can you beat the movement deck? Turns out we can. I think the opponent really just... You're going to snap? What do you think your play is? Sure, you have Okoye winning here on the left. Do you have Iron Man as well? Some of these movement decks do run Iron Man. But there's no way that it tops us. Iron Fist is just for a couple of points, multiple man. Yep. Bounces, comes on back. Buffs Kraven. The buff on Kraven doesn't matter. Shang-Chi will still kill him. 11 points down. And then the Iron Man. Oh, this deck feels... This version of the deck feels way better than before. Now we can catch the opponents once we set up our energy cheats. Sunspot, Viper, and Leader. Great opening. We get Shang-Chi here. We want Sunspot. Can't play him to Dark Dimension. He needs to be flipped up to be able to absorb the extra energy. And what we'd really like to see is Electro come into hand. Maybe Psylocke Electro. That's a little bit more complex. But if we can swing it, I'd love to see it. The Vault. There's the Electro. Fantastic. Okay. If we get Psylocke, we play her. Because we have Sunspot on board, we can just turn him to this big engine piece. Otherwise, we'll go ahead and play the Electro. Well, there it is. Electro goes out. And I don't mind being slow here because Sunspot is on the board. He's going to be absorbing all the extra energy. So even though normally this is where we're going to have 5 energy next turn. Just playing Viper and then giving the opponent a 2-strength card is extremely low tempo. It's not what you want to be doing. But for us, it'll be fine. Because this extra energy is going into Sunspot. He's going to be a 6 strength, 1 cost. Well, we paid for every single point that he had with all of the surplus energy, which is just a testament to how much energy this deck generates while still being able to build powerful board states. So now they can only play 1 card per turn. And we do have Magik here. Ooh. Is this our opportunity? It is. It's absolutely our opportunity to play Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi will kill... we can play it anytime. The Devil Dinosaur is never going to get... Oh, but it's at Wakanda. Okay. Gotta think. We gotta think. Cannot be destroyed. Cannot be destroyed. So let's play Magik. Open up the vault. Give us the opportunity to win there. Also, Killmonger is looking great because Sunspot is protected by Wakanda, but then we can kill Agent 13. Gives us a little bit of tempo back. Maybe I would want to play Killmonger at Dark Dimension. Maybe. Is there rhyme and reason to, I think it is. You play Magneto out here. That will pull the Devil Dinosaur, and it is pulling all of the 3 and 4 cost cards, which is going to be the Electro, Moon Girl, Devil Dinosaur over here. Then I can play Shang-Chi, and if the Devil Dino moves, we kill it. That feels strong to me. Very strong to me. We're gonna play Onslaught. Yeah, I'm really hoping that I move that Devil Dino now. Oh man. In which case, is Sunspot going to be enough to win the location? Maybe. I've got you. And I've got you, Killmonger. So Killmonger will swing Limbo. Sunspot will not be enough to win. But I'm feeling very good about winning Dark Dimension and Limbo. Let's snap. I think the strategy was... The deck came together here. We could have fit in Leader at some point, but I don't even know if that would have necessarily helped us that much. The opponent's cards are very synergistic to be able to get the max power that we're seeing here. There with the Iron Man going way over the top. 136. I never realized that they did the animation of the little dart actually bouncing off to the side. Have you guys seen that before? That's nuts. And then Shang-Chi kills Devil Dino. We emerge victorious. Here is the deck list that we ultimately settled on. We had some very satisfying electrocutions up against the opponent, locking them down with this one-sided, allowing them to only play 1 card per turn. And then I think this iteration of the deck able to leverage Magneto and Shang-Chi, Iron Man, lets us go up and over the top of what the opponent is able to do once we have developed our energy cheats throughout the early portions of the game. So I think this is much better than the first version of the list that we were running, but I don't think it is fully optimized yet. Let me know down in the comments how you guys might play around with tweak the deck list, because it's such a fun concept. I think there's even more room to be able to squeeze out more power from these cards. Till next time, thank you guys for watching and keep on snapping.